Over 2 years after Hurricane Katrina, New Orleans are now beginning to return home. Still, for many of these elders, rebuilding poses special challenges. A group of us from the University of California, Berkeley School of Journalism went down to Gentilly for a community reporting project to take pictures of houses and speak with local residents. This is what we found.
The Mississippi River outlet allowed ships to come through here. If they hadn't cut that channel in that years ago, we would never have had this Katrina flood the way we did.
My area right here was a no flood area. The cause of the whole thing was the levee breaking. What happened to the money? Years ago, they were supposed to appropriate so much money for our levees, for the repair and the refurbishing of the levees. Those levees were so poorly constructed and put together that they found out after Katrina. That is deplorable. However, nobody's going to jail. Nobody's going to be arrested.
We had water up to the roof. I wanted to stay home. I told my husband that I would get on a table in case the water come in, but good thing I left because a fella down the block, he'd stood home and he drowned across the street at the corner. After the storm, I cried every night. I'm in California to know what happened to my house. Well, I had trouble with my contractor. First I had a contractor to do it. I paid him $41,000 and he didn't do hardly nothing in it. But when I signed the contract, he told me my house would be ready in 2 months. My house should have been ready in May. So I'm still here now. Well, I feel very bad about it because I like to get out this trail and get in my house. You don't have nowhere else to put clothes. I don't have a chest of drawers. I don't have any place to hang clothes. We got clothes all over, all in my room, in that room. We got clothes all over. We don't have nowhere else to put clothes.
They did the valuation that was ridiculously low, and I think that's by intent. I think that what they try to do in these African American neighborhoods is to reduce the value so that you can get nothing or get much. Because I think that there might have been some effort to keep them from coming back. Well, one thing is, my opinion is that they put too many constraints on the Road Home program. Made it very difficult. They were trying to avoid corruption, but they couldn't put the money out there, And to me, it would have been a wiser thing to be able to put the money out there. If there was a little corruption, you could have controlled it, But Louisiana has a reputation of corruptness in government and everywhere else. And this governor was trying to avoid corruption in this program. And as a result, the constraints made this program, tied the program down so that you could not get to the people.
Very bitter about what the insurance companies did us. For 48 years, we paid for flood insurance and homeowners insurance premiums. Government didn't pay for this. The city didn't pay for this. We paid this out of our hard-earned money because we both worked every day. At one time, he had 3 jobs. We had 5 children. And so we bought insurance because we thought that was a responsible thing to do. But once the hurricane came, we did collect on our flood insurance. We didn't get anything on our homeowners because the contents that we lost, everything else, they said all of that was due to the flood. So they didn't pay us anything for that. Given 3 options: either you tear your house down, you sell it to the city, or you repair it. We don't want to sell our house. We don't want to demolish it. So then you've got to repair it. The insurance company wrote us a letter and told us if you don't repair it, you cannot just let that house sit there. You got to do something. And if the city buys it, They don't want to give you any money for it. You see so much destruction. Look at that house on the corner. To sum it up, some days you get up and you just take it in stride. Another day you get up and that depression comes over you. You start saying, how did I get into this situation?
I'm just totally disappointed in the whole operation. We want to know, everybody's concerned is, where is the money? Where has the money gone? The streets are deplorable. The lighting is deplorable. The grass cutting, the picking up of the debris. Our mail delivery is totally out of whack. So many people, it's very difficult to get a doctor. Very difficult unless you go way out your way, because most of all the staffing has gone. No word about whether or not the post office is going to open up again. No word. We can't get any information. Our leaders don't give us enough information about anything. All they want to show is the French Quarter.
I've been living in that house for 52 years, and that's my home. You know, and we wanted to come back here. I love my home. I love New Orleans. There's no place like home.
I love my house here, and and I feel good. I feel fine if I can come back and live here, because I love my house.
In Gentilly Woods, a lot of those people got their road home money, and they're rebuilding. In Pontchartrain Park, we're just starting to see that. Probably a majority of them are senior citizens, the ones that are coming back. But a lot of them, and I think the majority of the people who are not coming back are senior citizens whose children are telling them they can't come back.
Children did not want me to come back. They did not think that I could stand it. It was such a catastrophic thing. But I wanted to come. We really, really miss home. We miss our way of life, miss our community. You miss everything about it.
Well, even though it's threatened every year, we know that the problems that are associated with that. But this is our home, and no matter what happens, we're just going to rebuild, and we're just going to keep on keeping on, because it is home.
And we hope that young families with a better income and they get a bigger house, and we increase the value and have a better neighborhood.
Hi.
Hey, how you doing, man? All right?
No, not
working
yet.
on?
We're happy for the people that are here, that are returning. And it would be most wonderful if Greta and Winston returns, because we loved our neighborhood.